The member for Fowler. The question is that the motion be agreed to. I call the honourable member for Lyne.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. Mr Deputy Speaker, this discussion today about the Road Safety Remuneration Tribunal is very important for this nation. The Coalition has a long history of supporting safety in the workplace, particularly in Australia's transport industry. But this Road Safety Remuneration Tribunal has brought with it a lot of complexity that has not really addressed the safety issue. We all support safety on our roads. It's just a given. One death on the roads is one too many. But how the so-called Safe Rates campaign translates into safety outcomes is not clear. Just look at the safety record before this Safe Rates campaign came to fruition. In 2011, there were 185 people dying in road truck accidents. Now, one is too many, let alone 185. But if you look in the 3 years previous to that, before any of this came to fruition, there was an overall 3% reduction for articulated heavy vehicles in terms of accidents. For heavy rigid trucks, there was a 14.7% reduction in accidents and fatalities. And overall, in the 10 years prior to the introduction of this tribunal, there was a 20% reduction in road trucking accidents. And when you look at the massive expansion of road transport in that time, it really is showing you a downward trend in accidents rather than an increase. Now, what really will make a difference to road safety is better roads. And we have in front of us in the next few years the biggest road building campaign by a federal government in the history of Australian government. In our part of the electorate, in the Lyne electorate, the road transport industry is front and centre of all of our industries. Trucks bring stuff into the electorate and out of the electorate. Whether it's industry taking stuff in and out of Taree or in and out of Port Macquarie or over to Gloucester, we depend on roads. And what has the Coalition got for the Lyne electorate? We have $16 million on the table for the Buckets Way, long overdue, to be delivered this budget. So all that road transport going between the Manning Valley and out to Gloucester and down to Newcastle will benefit from it. Look at what we've got on the Pacific Highway, $1.129 billion committed to upgrades north of the Oxley Highway intersection up to Kempsey. We've got increased money for roads to recovery. We've got increased money for black spot funding. Safe roads make for improved safety. Now, the other complexity is Road Safety Remuneration Tribunal, as well as looking at pay rates for truckies and their conditions. It factored them into commercial arrangements. So in my particular situation, theoretically, when a cattle truck turns up to take a load of animals off to the sale yards or to the abattoirs, everything should go through the Road Safety Remuneration Tribunal. For red tape, one only has to look at this situation. It doesn't make sense. We want to cut red tape, make the workplace and the arteries of our commerce and tourism safe. So in the Pacific Highway upgrade, we are going to get more rest stops. We are going to get separated dual lane highway. This will lead to the increase in safety, much more than using safety as a Trojan horse for unnecessary regulation and trade unions to be involved in commercial arrangements between customer and provider. We all support road safety, and our initiative is going to achieve much more of that than trade unions being involved in commercial arrangements that they're not part of the deal. So I think A long-term commitment to improving the transport infrastructure will be a great outcome for people in the trucking industry, for the tourists and for all those other family members that have been affected by accidents on the roads. Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker.
I thank the member for Lyne.